Hey guys, my name is Jared Luciano Rubio. This is Module 6 for my future goals as an educational studies major for the class EDU 304. The following presentation showcases my intended future goal of being an English teacher abroad. Currently recording this from Chula Vista, California. And without further ado, let's just get into it. Spacebar. Come on. There you go. Cool. So I took this from a module one assignment that we had. It pretty much just goes ahead and is like a little chart, um, indicating where we are in our strengths and weaknesses out of self-awareness, management, motivation, empathy, and relationship management. I just took that out because it identifies your weaknesses and strengths very good and very like just it's just right there, just in front of you. Nice little graph, nice little display. However, I did really took the SWOT analysis, the SWOT analysis. I really like this because I had this goal of mine of being an English teacher, and I kind of always had it in my head, but I never really thought of all the weaknesses. I just thought of all the benefits of it. So this is really good idea for you to really just do this if you want to know all the trade-offs or the threats of going into your future career or the weaknesses and the opportunities. Um, so I think it is a good practice for you to get into. And as you can see here, that's more affordable. There's more public transportation, healthier foods and such. And then over here, there's some weaknesses that I put down, such as like if other people had like a work ethic that was harder than me in countries like Japan or other countries like Korea, coming from America, I bet the work ethic not necessarily might be harder, but it is different, and such. So let's go to the next one. For the leadership slide, I put that optimism is identifying and obtaining necessary skills in order to always reach the goal and positive outcomes. And then I definitely use the ABC formula in order to make sure that that you're always staying optimistic. And I took this graph also from chapter 5 in order to identify, what the heck is the difference between um, a optimist and then a temporary optimist, or a permanent optimist and a temporary optimist. So I guess you could say like a negative optimist and a positive optimist over here. So that's what I really took out from this chapter. I'm just gonna use that to always stay optimistic whenever I have some wrongdoings of mine, whenever I'm out, teaching English abroad. This is definitely something that I try to do even now, even regardless of like my career later on. It's just finding people that are gonna be hanging out with me, that are gonna be productive, and they're gonna be motivating me to do the best that I can. Um, which is like for having friends that are also like doing college courses, and people who aren't stagnant, and people who are really just going to be supportive of whatever decisions that I make in my life. We want those people around. Those people are going to be good. Those people are going to keep us happy. They're going to keep us striving to our goals. And then, second of all, what I took from this chapter was building your self esteem is really a good way to motivate yourself. If that's anything from like sleeping good to exercising, eating good, and even like waking up and then just brushing your teeth, taking a shower. Personal hygiene is will make you like feel so motivated, guys. I cannot even express to you. Like as me, like I shave my face, brush my teeth. I get into a little routine. Routines is always a good way to have, a good self-esteem. These are some three role models from high school that pretty much influenced me into being the best that I could. I was never the greatest student, and there was actually times when I was, very a very very bad student. I was very negative in all the classrooms, and I was just very mischievous. And these three teachers right here influenced me to be a teacher that is gonna give back give back to the world. And maybe not necessarily just my classroom, but anybody that I bump into, they influence me into being a better human being. Over here is Miss Neeb, Miss Schaffer, and Miss Tenna. um, I really wouldn't be who I am today without them, so I just thank you guys again. From this chapter and this slide, empathy and advocacy, I always want to stay informed on students and policies that might affect them once I'm in the actual career itself. And then I want to advocate for those inclusive policies. If my students and the policies that are implemented aren't beneficial for them, then I need to stand up for them because, I'm a leader and I need to stand up for them. And I'm always going to practice empathetic teaching and use tips and exercises involved in chapter 1, to always listen, to always really calm down and really understand them whenever they're speaking, and whenever they need to get heard, need to be heard. So this one was actually really interesting. As we come to the end of the class, like I start feeling myself having like a different mindset on where I want to go with my career. And it's not just like, yeah, that's going to be fun, like traveling, doing this, doing that. No, like I want to be able to give back to my environment. And Noble Goals was like a pretty good chapter for me to understand that. I really took this quote. It's like the first page of chapter 8, I believe. It said, "What is a noble goal? Noble goal, and it's having a purpose is the difference between making a living and making a life." I guess the best way to put this in perspective is, people, they're like, "Oh, I'm so tired from work. Like, I can't. I don't want to go into work today. I have to go into work today." I want to be able to live my life, and I want to be able to wake up and be like, "Hey, like I get to go into work today. Yes, I want to go into work today. I'm excited." And the 5 criteria of a noble goal from this chapter really helped me. It goes along the lines of integrating people with your life, making sure that goals are not going to just be complete and you're not living day to day in your lifetime. Making sure that everything is always pointing outwards, not just inwards to yourself. Stuff that's going to inspire you to always get out of bed. And then there's stuff that is always for the greater good. Making other people feel good is always a good way to make yourself feel good. So I just essentially just wrote a little summary of how I would practice the 5 criteria for a noble goal. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I did a lot of my references through the chapters 1 through 8. I really enjoyed this actual book. Just some feedback for the teacher or for the TA who is grading my assignments. I really actually enjoyed this book. There's some other books inside the classes that I didn't really, in other classes that I just can't really enjoy. But this book, it was really nice. I think this class was actually a really fun class, and all the assignments were pretty cool. So, if you're listening to this, I really do appreciate you, and thank you for tuning by. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, and thank you very much. Bye-bye.